Yo, what's up YouTube family? It's your boy DONCOOZIE back at you with another hot TikTok reaction video. Today we're gonna react to some creepy and woke TikToks. I'm talking about the kind that's gonna have you questioning everything. With that said, if you're new to the channel, go ahead, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you'll be notified whenever I drop some new hot content that you definitely don't want to miss. One more thing, these videos are for entertainment purposes only. Don't believe anything that you hear or see in these videos. Don't believe anything that I say in these videos. Always use your own discernment. Always do your own research. Let's get right to it.
Okay, so explain this then. If the sun is 93 millions of miles away, why is that spot only hyper focused right here but not all this? See, that's the glare from the sun. The sun is right there. If it's 93 million miles away, this would all be lit up, all glared up, all the way across, because it's so far away to have a hyper-focused area. Explain that, please.
Somebody got some explaining to do.
They were 9-10 feet tall entities, and they told him that they were preparing for an intergalactic war with God, and that they were going to win. What happened was they opened up this portal, they created a rift, and entities began to come through. Not just this Whore of Babylon being birthed, but other entities. The federal government at the highest levels have known that these are not space aliens, that these are entities coming from another dimension.
He talking about Jack Parsons and Aleister Crowley. NASA, CERN, all the above, just about. If you don't know, go do your research. And I got a couple videos about Aleister Crowley and Jack Parsons and NASA. Check them out down below in the catalog. What was that? I know y'all seen that. Yeah, I know you seen it. I seen it. Yeah, it was in white. It was like a silhouette of a man. Do you think it was AI generated or was it something real that they trying to hide from us? Let me know in the comment section.
He hacked and looked at all of the code of ChatGPT and figured out that ChatGPT isn't a computer-generated system.
What is it?
It's actually someone's soul. Yo, that's
What do you mean that's someone's soul?
Check this out. So they have the technology to take people's souls and consciousness and put it into technology. Now, this is where it's right? If there's a scientist that knows and he's like a great inventor,
Yeah.
you would want to hold on to him as long as you can so that you can reap the benefits of later. Just like in Captain America, there's a scientist that created the super soldier serum.
Yeah.
They kept his consciousness within the computer, so he lives forever through a computer. Now, theory is ChatGPT is exactly that. It may not be just one soul that's in it, but countless souls, and that keeps getting added to.
For a better explanation or example, I should say, check out Transcendence with starring what's our boy name? Captain Jack Sparrow. I can't quite call his name right now, you know, but he's a famous actor. But y'all, is it Robbie Downey Jr.? I don't think that's it. Y'all help me out in the comment section. I'm pretty sure y'all know.
Yeah, it's clipped for humans.
OpenAI performed a series of risk evaluations on the model and found that it was ineffective at gathering resources, replicating itself, or preventing humans from shutting it down. It was, however, capable of hiring a human through TaskRabbit.
Oh my god.
And getting them to solve a CAPTCHA for it. So ChatGPT can just go on like Fiverr or TaskRabbit or whatever the Amazon version is called and get people to do things for it. So if it detects that it is incapable of doing something, it can solve that problem by enlisting a human. Woo! Okay, moving on.
Never forget the old saying, there's always more than one way to skin a cat. And his name is Johnny Depp. I mean, Jack Sparrow, yeah. Transcendence, the movie. With starring Johnny Depp. Check it out. I'm telling you, it's a must watch.
Live, and we're going to hand the baton to Crew 10, and we are going to return to Earth at the end of a successful long-duration mission aboard the space station, performing that mission that we so deeply care about. And that handover will mark the continuation of a legacy that's been going on board the space station for 25 years. And so with that, we're happy to answer your questions.
Thank you, Nick. We'll go ahead and jump right in.
So now they got a reporter up there with those people that were so-called lost in space that they couldn't get home, but y'all get a reporter up there? Come on, man. Like I always say, don't fall for the boo-boo. That's exactly what it is. And if you believe in that, you falling for the boo-boo. Or you have failed for the boo-boo, my friend. Hey, remember what I always say. It's all about the 3 Ps, the plot, deploy, and the play. We have new designs right now in the merch shop. Go check it out in the video description. There's a link. Go check them out for the Don't Fall for the Boo-Boo merch and the Don't Fall for the Boo-Boo, Don't Fall for the Boo-Boo shirts, hoodies, hats, and the It's All About the Plot, Deploy, and the Play t-shirts right now. Go get yours. And I forgot, we have some Rare Breed Crew merch out too right now. Go to the video description, hit the link, and go get yours right now.
This is going to blow your mind. Lockheed Martin has invented a technology for planes that allows the plane to literally change shape, grow, change color, charge itself without any wires, and also potentially fly autonomously, which for us sounds a lot like what we perceive to be UFOs.
Come on.
They've developed a technology called the skin of an aircraft, and it's not like your traditional paint job that's a protective layer over the plane. This acts like a living organism, and it can literally allow the plane to change shape on demand. It's more of a muscular material. So what happens is the plane has an intuitive ability to sense when the plane needs to change shape. So imagine it'd be like if you had a couch that sensed that you needed a nap, and so it changed into a recliner. This is all possible because of the plane's advanced sensors and data flow that are built into the skin using no wires. It is because of this advanced technology that the plane is also able to change color in seconds and also potentially fly autonomously.
Yeah, this is definitely like advanced AI, advanced alien technology / fallen angel technology for real. And it was probably reversed, which I was trying to say before I got a little twisted up. But yeah, it was probably reverse UFO tech, or fallen angel tech. Sounds about right to me, man. Because if it's thinking by itself and it's already far gone. And if they pin that out to us now, just think about how far they are with this type of technology as we speak. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. This is old. This old tech that they putting out. Think about what they have now. Remember the orbs and UFO, the Dior bags. Y'all know what that's short for if you've been here for a while already. Yeah, you know what that's about, man. They telling you. They said, man, some of the orbs was changing shapes and all this and that. Come on, man. Were we just involved in a giant experiment? That's what it sounds like to me. Let me know what you think down below.
If you use this one name in an industry contract, you're in danger. There's just one word, one name that you cannot say in every single industry bound by a contract. So really quickly, let's go through a few cases.
I'm going there and signing it. But I'm gonna do the deal, I'm just skimming through it. So then my homeboy grabbed it. He like, let me just, before you sign, bro, let me just look real quick, bro. It's like he knew where the page was or something. He was just flipping, bro. He like, stop. He was like, bro, you didn't read this? I said, read what? The thing said, you could not say the name Jesus. It didn't say God. It said, you cannot say the name Jesus.
Out of all the different names that people have for the Son of God and God, there's only one name that's not allowed, and it's Jesus. You know, there's been rumors in Hollywood for decades where all their contracts say in the fine print you cannot say Jesus, otherwise bad things will happen. But in a minute, we're going to see just how powerful that name really is. So Kanye West, when he came out saying all of this stuff and something strange happened, he completely changed who he was. He was telling people that the contracts prohibit you from saying the name of Jesus. And only that name, y'all. So what's up with that? But it's not only the music industry. Of course, we have the whole Dana White incident where he was angry that one of his guys said the name Jesus. But any other god would have been fine. Anyone can talk about their gods, not if it's Jesus Christ.
Bit of a controversial moment, Yoramaro Inc., but I just wanted to get your take on what happened.
No, it wasn't controversial at all. But the reality is this. You just won the biggest fight of your career, you know? America doesn't want to hear your thoughts on Jesus. And, you know, keep that stuff at home. Religion, politics, all that stuff. Love Jesus all you want. Just don't have to do it publicly.
He doesn't know it, but his word choices were actually demonic. Don't use it publicly. The Bible says that you deny me before man, I'll deny you before my Father. That's a public profession. Then he goes and says, you know, about politics. Well, who's the one getting all political now? And we've also seen where people were being interviewed, and when they brought up Jesus, they were cut off. So Hollywood, sports, we even have people coming out saying you can't say it in spiritual realms like the one that's under our feet. That papers have to be signed so you do not use that name. Also, like alien abductions, that name stops the abduction. And this right here is where it gets really crazy, because we have these laws right behind me that they're trying to push mainstream to be adopted mainstream. The first one is not to worship idols, to worship any other god. Jesus, to them, is considered an idol. So what does that mean for all the Christians on the earth right now? And why, after this name is stated publicly, do certain people binded to contracts act very weird afterwards? Like, they're not even them, if you know what I'm saying. The Luciferianists that run this world, that know Satan personally, don't want you using the name Jesus. That should really make you think.
You literally almost signed to Polo G's record label.
I heard millions in it. I was just planning on going there and signing it. But I'm with one of my old cameraman at the time.
And were you in the world this time?
Yeah, I was in the world. Yeah. This is secular music. It's not even Christian music, not even a thought about Christian. I'm there, I'm looking through the deal, I'm just skimming through it. So then my homeboy grabbed it. He like, let me just, before you sign, bro, let me just look through it real quick, bro. It's like he knew where the page was or something. He was just flipping, bro. He like, stop. He was like, bro, you didn't read this? I said, read what? The thing said, you cannot say the name Jesus. It didn't say God.
Wow.
It said, you cannot say the name Jesus. I forgot what else it said. Like, it was like a threat in there. So they'll basically say like they know your family, where they live at. Stuff that's in those like dotted lines that we will not read, but it's literally them saying like, if you say the name Jesus, you're gonna die, or something gonna happen.
That's horrible, man. And we just gonna say that's alleged, you know, because we wasn't there, we haven't read it, you know, but I believe it. That's all I'm gonna say, you know. This is just so the video, I have to say stuff like that, just like the beginning, so the videos don't get took down and so I can monetize the videos still. That's it. But for the ones who know, yeah, we know.
Look, TikTok, this is not true, this is not facts, okay? But guys, what if this whole makeup thing is because they wanted to cover the skin or the fake skin just to walk amongst us? I read about it. Makeup, you know, you put the face so you could serve some type of god and goddesses and all that stuff. I get it, right? But you have to realize how much they pushing this. Some of you guys do not need makeup. All you're doing is you are destroying your skin because it doesn't belong to you, okay? It belongs to them because they need it, all right? So, please, I know it's a big fashion statement and all that stuff, but what if this is where it belongs? Because they need it. Sunscreen, you get it? I'm just saying, man. All these things they got you guys using, and then you realize it does something bad to your body. It might be good for them, might not be good for you. That's That's all I'm saying. What if?
If you study the right knowledge, in actuality, the map of the earth is actually turned upside down. So the south is actually north. And people don't know that. Look up Google the real map or the real world map. It's gonna freak you the fuck out. These white folks are so fucking racist that they put themselves over Africa to always, not just that, to always make you feel like they're above you. Racism is so fucking deep. That's why the Nile River, they said it flows south, it actually flows north. And if you really look at the pyramids in Africa, the pyramids, the development of pyramids actually came from the south. The pyramids were lower and lower, and they were perfecting them as they moved what people consider is the north, right? So in actuality, the information as it pertains to the pyramids actually came from South Africa. And they developed them more as it went so-called north, but that was actually down. So we actually up. I don't like motherfuckers saying down south. I don't like to say third coast. I say we up south, motherfucker.
There you go.
We ain't last. We cleaned in a bitch.
There you go.
You just fucking me up. I don't know where the fuck I'm from no more or nothing. Yes, you do. I'm from New York, son. Mississippi. Hold your fucking balls, Bobby. How you let this Staten Island nigga come in here and eat my food, son? How you let this nigga come in here and eat my food, B? I knew it was fucking cold as fuck this winter. Nigga is busting my balls, bitch.
Facts.
I have in this room.
Of the Europeans would imitate the Moors, and they had set a party forth, was known as the Whigamore Party. And this is where Europeans would wear the curly wigs that they do even today in England to imitate the Moors who actually brought them civilization.
Do your research.
Have y'all noticed that every year for the past 5 years that each weather season has gotten 10 times worse the next season? Do y'all remember how bad the tornado season was last year? I'm telling y'all it's gonna be a lot worse this year. The hurricane season last year was bad, but it's gonna be a lot worse this year. The floods were bad last year, but it's gonna be a lot worse this year. The fires were bad last year, but it's gonna be a lot worse this year. Let me tell you something that the Bible tells you, that when these things begin to increase, okay, we look at things in frequency and intensity. I tell people all the time, there's nothing new under the sun. There's nada new, nothing, okay? And so if there's nothing new, how would we be able to read the signs of the times? Jesus says by frequency and intensity, okay? And so when you see these things, even not only frequency and intensity, but when you see these things happen in abnormal places, meaning where you see it snowing where it's not supposed to snow, and people say, well, it's the poles shifting. Yeah, but that also has to do with the end of the world. Yes, the poles are shifting. Things are happening that are weird. Some people will accredit it to, well, this happens every 1,275 years. No, it doesn't, okay? It happens when the world is about to end, okay? That's when it happens. And so right now we're in tornado season, and I'm telling y'all, they're already saying that it's gonna be a bad one, okay? And so all I'm gonna say is brace yourself, because the frequency and intensity, the pestilences in diverse places, right? That's what I'm talking about. It's gonna be pestilence in diverse places. It's gonna be famine in diverse places. All these different things are a sign, they're birth pangs, okay? And so these things must happen in order to carry out Jesus's return. This is all prophetic. It's all prophetic, all. And so this tornado season, brace yourself, because it's gonna be a big one. And you heard it here first. It's gonna be a big tornado season, I'm telling y'all. And then thereafter, hurricane season, really bad one, okay? And so brace yourself for what's possibly coming, because I'm even looking at the clouds right now, and it looked like a tornado is about to come, dude.
Have y'all seen what's going on in Texas and New Mexico? Because these people are literally living in a giant sandstorm. I'm about to show you some bizarre pictures. Sand crew, use sandstorm. No, but really, this is the worst sandstorm that they have had. I believe it was since 1930s. And there's this crazy other storm up here, which is, by the way, heading our way. We'll talk about that in a minute. And I don't know if that's what caused it or not, but it's tearing the roof off of buildings. Like, this looks like a video game or a movie. And this is what it looks like from high altitude. Did I mention it's really bad in Roswell? Maybe the aliens called this one. And then we have that crazy storm that's on the way to the East Coast, and they'll be here by tomorrow, right? And we have whole half states in like major warnings right now.
We need even more.
All right, sugar. I'm laying it on thick just for you. What?
You heard that, right? They're laying it on thick. We really got warnings all the way down. And of course, it'll end like this. Again, it could possibly pull your roof off. I mean, we'll see. I don't know.
Y'all, I think we might be approaching that point this year at Passover where they're going to sacrifice the red heifers. But not only that, the beginning of starting to build the third temple over there in Jerusalem. Trump has already named the person who he wants leading it. Trump has already funded it. They're already in talks about it. It seems like it's going to happen soon, and you got to think, well, it might take 10 years to build. No. With the infrastructure, the tools, the resources, and things that we have today, you get a couple people, I don't mean a couple, but if you get some people, you're going to build this in about 3 to 6 months. Easy. Thanks. Once they sacrifice these bad boys, or even one of these bad boys, we know that they are ushering in what would be our Antichrist, but their Mahdi is what I believe is going to happen. They're summoning the lawless one. They're summoning the person who's going to stand in that third temple when it is built and proclaim himself to be God. We call that the abomination of desolation in our Bibles. And so the red heifer prophecy and the third temple prophecy, a lot of people say, well, it's not in the Bible. It's not in it. However, these things have to exist in order for it to happen. Correct? And so we know, you know what I'm saying? Things are stacking up. Things are lining up. It's 2025, the year that we are seeing this monumental thing take place. We are going home very soon.
You better wake up. Get right.
Bel, in the reasoning of the sacred mysteries, was both Saturn and Sol. Bel is the Syrian Kronos, the name being derived from Keren, to shine. Corona, coronate, coronal, coronium, chromosphere, crown are all derived from the word Kronos and are references to the solar, light, or sun rays. So the term black sun can be said to apply to the solar representative at night, which is Saturn. But rather than just looking at it in a nocturnal terms, this also is applied to the yearly harvest cycle. That's why the celebration known as Saturnalia was celebrated just before the winter solstice, an ancient Roman festival honoring Saturn as an agricultural deity, part of a fertility or nature religion. The Romans called the Lord of Death the dark side of the summer sun, the black sun of winter. That said, one should consider its symbolic significance as a malevolent or dark aspect of the sun, which involved rituals such as sacrifice, intoxication from ingestion of psychedelic substances or alcohol, altered states due to prolonged orgies, as well as its alchemical context of transformation, which, in a Gnostic perspective, equates to individual liberty, spiritual alignment, and freedom from external forces. The 7 metals known since classical times in Europe were associated with the 7 classical planets. The exact correlation varied over time. However, gold, silver, and lead have always been associated with the Sun, Moon, and Saturn. And it's the Sun and Saturn that we'll be focusing on today. So when we hear the term turning lead into gold, we're referencing Saturn as lead and the Sun as gold, which in a spiritually alchemical context speaks to transmuting or refining energy. Lead is the lowest of the base metals, and it was said to carry all the energy necessary for its complete transformation into gold. All the metals beyond lead, meaning of greater atomic weight, will disintegrate over time by radioactive decay and transform back into lead. Saturn is the farthest planet away from the Sun in alchemy, and to the alchemists, lead is the metal of redemption and transformation. Astrologically, Saturn is represented by Capricorn, the goat, and also rules Aquarius, a herald of a new age and symbolizes transformation. So while the daytime sun represented the exalted, Christ-like solar end of the spectrum, if we look at it in a Christian context, the other polar opposite of the night sun or black sun, represented by the horned goat, could be seen as satanic.
And we know that for a fact, even Saturn, man. From the videos that we watch and some of the things that I've read in the past, man, Saturn always represents Satan, evil, you know. But hey, don't take my word for it. Use your own discernment and always do your own research.
So I have an interesting theory that they're going to use this phrase that everyone has been saying, spiritual psychosis or religious psychosis, to carry out the martyrs for the mark of the beast and the Antichrist. Right now, the stage is being set for random people, regular people, everyday people, to call a lot of Christians, and it's only specifically Christians, if you're paying attention, that they have religious psychosis, or they have biblical psychosis, or they have spiritual psychosis. That's what they're saying about the Christians right now, okay? And it doesn't matter what subset of denomination you come from, that's what they're saying about us who believe in Jesus. And they're going to use that because, mind you, people are getting really mad about everyday Christians and the things that we pray for or do or we say that are straight out the Bible, and they'll tell us that we're under some type of spell of spiritual psychosis. They're going to push that narrative in the end times. That's why it's starting now. And that's how they're going to get mere people to unalive Christians. It's to be like, no, they're spiritually psychotic. They need to go on. That's how they're going to get them to persecute us. Random people to persecute us, because they're setting the stage now. People hate Christians. They're going to continue to push this narrative of spiritual psychosis until it gets to the point to where anytime you talk about the cross, it's going to become foolish to those who are perishing, okay? Because the message of this is foolish to those who are perishing. You got to think of the word foolish, okay? People that know that we believe in Jesus, they think that it's foolish. The stories of the Bible, you'll hear people say, you actually believe that happened? Wow, that shows how smart you are. People will say that about people who believe in the Bible face value. And literally, they will say that. You actually believe that? Oh my gosh, you prayed for that? I'm telling y'all, they're going to use spiritual psychosis to push Christian persecution, especially in America. I'm telling y'all right now, that is going to be one of the highlights. They're going to say, that person's mentally ill, they have spiritual psychosis. I'm telling y'all, you heard it here first. Trust.
Stay woke. I played it like that for a reason. I put those videos in that order like that for a reason. Because it's coming, it's almost time. And this is not to cause any fearmonger. This is just to inform the ones who need to know. You know what I'm saying? Because in a way, we finna be an enemy of them, you know, because of our Father. But hey, it's okay, because as long as you keep the faith and, you know, stay safe, stay vigilant, you will be okay. You know what I'm saying? Because it's finna get hectic out here. But hey, for the ones who already know and already have been hearing this for a long time, just like me, we already knew this time was coming, and that just solidifies the word, you know, and what we've been taught and what we read through the word of what's going on, what's really finna go on. Because if it was not real, and if they didn't see the name and, you know, everything that comes with it as a threat, you know, even though we're not really a threat, but if you are evil, I guess we are. But you know what I'm getting at, you know. If it wasn't really a threat and it wasn't real, why would they be pushing so hard against it? Why would they push hard against, like, saying the name Jesus in certain contracts in Hollywood? Why do they say even the UFOs or the aliens, if you have an alien abduction and you mention the word Jesus, that it stops? I mean, come on now. Obviously, God is real, Jesus is real. I mean, right? It may not be his real name, you know, since we wasn't born in those times back then, you know. So of course, you know, over the years, names change, but if you know, you know. That's all I'm gonna say. And with that said, y'all, this is the end of the video. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell on your way out, especially if you're new to the channel and you like the videos and want to see more videos just like this. I'm out. Catch me in the next video. Holla.